Om Sri Krishnaya Nama, Sri Gurubhyo Nama. Pranamam to all my gurus. Pranamam to all who ignite Dharma Chinta in me. I am here to share my thoughts about Dharma and Karma with you. Why the topic Dharma? Who am I to talk about Dharma? And why now? Those are the questions, right? First of all, why now? Navaratri is ending with Vijaya Deshami. And by all means, this is the appropriate time to do inner purification. I am not getting into the details of the gods of Navaratri. Here, that is not the topic of discussion, but that is the reason why this is the right time for the topic of the discussion, Dharma. I am intending the parents of teenagers and pre-teens to listen to what I would like to say for the parents who believe it is important for their children to get rooted to such qualities in life. Dharma and karma are twins or intertwined, entangled, inseparable. The words dharma and karma are Sanskrit words. Probably that is the reason it has been connected to one particular religion. But I truly believe it is above and beyond all religion and it is applicable to everyone in the world. First, let me try to define dharma. Our great gurus themselves said that there is no easy way to define dharma. It has no simple meaning. Then the question is how to follow that, right? Yes, that is true. That is where we are caught up. And that is why this kind of discussions are important. I am limiting the dharma definition here for the appropriate context of our topic of discussion here. So, dharma in simple words, we can say it is a universal law or doing the right things or having the right behavior. Now, the question is what is the right thing? We will come back to that in a little bit. So, the definition number one, a universal law or doing the right thing. Another definition can be one's own duty as an individual or as a role. Example as a duty as a parent, duty as a son, duty as a citizen, duty as a president, duty as a politician, etc. So that is the definition number two. Now, based on various religious principles, dharma has been defined in several ways, which I'm not going to get into that details. My goal here is to lead those interested parents to help their children to understand the dharma karma connection and how to guide them. Now, let us see what karma is. The simple word meaning is action. Karma also has numerous meanings. We are using the meaning in the context here. These days, this word has overly used and anglicized, and some think the word meaning is bad action. That is not true. Karma means just action, not bad action. The Sanskrit word karma bhalam means the result of your action. Now, getting back to my point earlier, why dharma and karma are inseparable. Each of your karma, your action will have a result, and that result is your life, right? This we all know. Your teenager knows, and the whole world knows, right? The result of your action is your life. This is why we must teach our teenagers to embrace dharma in their karma. One important point is you call it gene our upbringing, culture, family value, or for non reasons or unknown reasons, the sense of dharma varies from person to person. That's the truth. The sense of dharma varies from person to person. As a parent, it is our duty to cultivate the sense of dharma in our kids. And Navaratri is the time for that. Navaratri is the time to make such determination. Like for New Year, we try to do a New Year resolution, right? So, like that, Navaratri is the time to do such determination for inner purification. I am giving this talk does not mean my sense of dharma is higher, but I have a desire to work towards it. Also, I have a motivation that my family, my country, and my society, and this entire world should become dharma oriented one day. This is the reason I came in front of you to talk about dharma, and I think it is my duty and it is our duty to work towards that goal. Here is a small extract from Mahabharata. Dharma was challenged like many other times. Bhishmacharya kept quiet or remained silent while Draupadi got assaulted in Rajya Sabha. Bhishmacharya, who followed Dharma all the time, had to show his loyalty to the king. So he did not move a finger uh, when Draupadi got assaulted. But in his lifetime, the generosity he has done for all around him, and the sacrifice he has done to follow Dharma as a son, as an uncle, as an advisor, as a protector of the country, and in many roles was infinite in count. Still, for doing one action which is not following Dharma, which is adharma. So, my point here is he was following Dharma as a citizen to his king, but he was doing adharma when he was supposed to protect a woman. For that one action, what was the punishment he got? He was on bed of arrows when active war was going on all around him. For this single mistake, the punishment he had to go through was gigantic. He was on a bed of arrows and hanging his head down. He had to stay in that posture for several days, that too in the war field, where active war was going on all around him. All his life, he was dedicated his life for dharma and for generosity, and one action he had to choose between what is more right, and for that choice, this is what he received. And we have several examples like that from our Puranas. I don't want to get into too much detail. So my point here is the importance of educating teens on dharma and karma, that strongly based on dharma, karma that is strongly based on dharma, and cultivating a strong dharma sense in them. Yes, sense of dharma varies from person to person. I will conclude my words with a story that shows an example of this, how the sense of dharma varies in each individual. A great example is Bhimasena. On the 15th day of Kurukshetra war, one more example from Kurukshetra war, Ashwadhama draws out Narayana Astra, and that is the most powerful Astra of all. The only way to escape Narayana Astra is to surrender. Drop all the weapon and surrender to it. That is the only way. So, knowing that everyone in the war field drops their weapon and surrenders except the great fighter Bhimasena. He says it is against his Kshatriya Dharma to drop a weapon. So he told Arjuna also not to drop the weapon. Arjuna told he would not fight Narayanastra. Long story short, Lord Krishna himself had to order Bhimasena to drop weapon so that he would not get hurt. So even when his life is at risk and all in the war field dropped weapons, Bhimasena's sense of duty, his sense of dharma did not let him do adharma. So, not doing your duty is adharma too. To conclude my point here, so definition one, a universal law or doing the right thing is dharma. Then other definition of dharma is duty as an individual, and dharma and the definition of karma is action. Then your life is the result of your karma or your action. Cultivate the sense of dharma so that your life will be the result of your dharma based action. Initiate that on Vijayadashami day. So, first, as parents, we have to try to follow dharma and be examples, Pitru dharma and Mother dharma, and expect our kids to do their dharma. Now, let me go do some Mother dharma. Happy Navratri to all. Hari Om. Until we meet with next topic, Om Namo Narayanaya. Namaste.